All right, let's start our yoga practice today. All right, so today is the official first day of spring. Changes in season, right? So change, that word change, we don't really like that word very much. Can create anxiety in us. No, just keep it the way it is. And but there's a lot of change going on, including our season today. So we're going to do a nice yoga practice. This is a time of year, this change in season, especially from winter to spring now, to reflect, to just let go, like just shed the old in the body. And that way you make room for new growth, right? New planting, new blossoming. And so we'll do that today with our practice. Yeah. And so it's also a good time when there's this shift in season to sort of slow down a bit, create some sense of calm, to be in sort of a routine, get into a routine. Because with change, a routine is important, to try to keep that routine. Um, and and it's a good time to start to cleanse. So we'll be doing some twisting a little bit to cleanse the next few weeks. And but let's just welcome in this beautiful time of year, this time of balance, right? Yesterday was the equinox, and that's equal, right? So exact same daylight as night. And so also creating this sense of balance. Yeah. All right. So let's just shed just whatever it is in your body that you may want to just start to get rid of. And that takes a little bit of doing, right? Sometimes sitting quietly or just deciding to observe, like, how does this make me feel? And if it doesn't make you feel joy, then maybe it's time to say, maybe I don't do that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I found that, sometimes in the evening when I'm watching TV, and sometimes I get into a little, series, and after about 2 hours, it's like, oh, I feel just so lethargic. And so I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to sit for that long and watch, something. Sometimes it feels good because it's just relaxing and takes you away. But to change that up a little bit. So, I decided to pick up a book to read and, take a bath and then go to sleep. And it felt good to do that. Yeah, so just deciding what makes you feel good. Yeah, and do that. Let's bring our hands into prayer position. Yeah, and just lifting the elbows up. So Anjali Mudra, which is a mudra of honoring yourself, honoring others, and vice versa. And close the eyes. Good. And we're just going to take some nice deep breaths. Good. So let's take a cleansing breath in. And then just let it go. And another cleansing breath in. And breathe out. Good. And now the next breath in, as you breathe in, feel the belly rise and the heart rise into your hands. And as you breathe out, allow the heart to drop and the belly to drop back. So mindfully, as you breathe in, relax the belly so it rises. Feel the heart lift, taking in those full belly breaths. And as you breathe out, relax your heart, draw your belly back. And just do about 5 more slow, full belly breaths. Yes, just creating this sense of calm, cultivating calmness during this change. The season of new beginnings. And maybe making little changes in your life, starting your day before you even get into your day with a little mindful meditation, mindful breathing, just to set the tone, to set the rhythm. So as we breathe in and puff the belly up, we're allowing that space, the space in our lungs to take a full breath. Okay. And just at the next exhale breath, just go ahead and relax your hands back onto your lap with your palms up. Good. Notice how you feel. Notice your natural breath. Notice how it feels to sit with your palms up. And there's times where palms down helps us to feel a little bit more grounded. So keeping your eyes closed, bring your palms down on your lap and notice how that feels. Notice if that makes you feel a little more grounded during this change. So there's a benefit to both. When you need to feel grounded, when your mind is all over the place, emotions all over the place, maybe just sitting with your hands on your lap or on a table, you'll feel grounded. Feel like you're coming inside. And now one more time, still with your eyes closed, flip your palms up on your lap. And notice how that feels. When you're feeling ready and complete, gently flutter the eyes open. So you'll know when you need which one, this one or this one. It's so small, it's so simple, right? But when you're feeling lethargic, like, oh yeah, I just don't have any energy, or just flat, then having palms open helps you to just grab the energy, and we're part of the energy that's all around us. When you're feeling like the windstorm these last 4, 5 days, maybe this will help you to just ground. Yeah. All right. Shake out the hands. Good. Just a little mudra practice for this week. You can try it. Just experiment with it and see. Yeah. And relax. All right. Let's start to move our body a little bit. Nice tall spine. Heart is lifted. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale. Let's drop our chin to our chest. Feel your shoulders stretch back. Even slide your hands up a little closer to the top of your thighs, towards the hips. Yeah, good. And then head roll. So on an inhale breath, roll your head over to the right and up. And as you exhale, over to the other side and down. So soften your gaze or close your eyes if you'd like as you rotate your head. So same as with the palms down, when we close our eyes, that also helps us to go inside, to ground, when we're feeling a little too out there. Yeah. Next time the head comes forward, pause, reverse, go the opposite direction. Good. You can bring a little smile to your face. Just welcoming in. Yeah, welcoming in, just having this light. Next time the head comes forward, pause, press down into your feet, slowly lift your head back up. Relax your arms down, good. And then pressing down into your feet, bring your shoulders forward and up, and then relax back and down. So nice, slow, big circles with your shoulders. Your arms are nice and loose. They're coming along for the ride. Good. And pause and then reverse, go the opposite direction. Big breaths in and out. And then relax the shoulders down. Good. And then just do little pumps with the shoulders. Just creating a little energy, a little motion in your shoulders. And relax. And bringing your hands back to Anjali Mudra here in front of your heart. On an inhale breath, press into your feet and float your hands up towards the sky. Take a big breath in, open your arms wide, and exhale, arms fall down. But just again, welcoming in this new beautiful season. Inhale, big breath in, welcome spring. Exhale. It's almost like we're little tulip bulbs or daffodil bulbs. You know, we're poking ourselves out of the ground. We're reaching towards the sun. Yeah, we're growing. Good. And hands back to center now. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. And then inhale, circle sweep up. And exhale, hands drop down. And inhale, big circle sweep up. Just nice and elegant. And one more. And circle sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart. Relax your hands down. Actually, drop your arms down. Good. And now on an inhale breath, slowly stretch your arms to either side. So this is a nice detox, right? This gets the energy of the liver gallbladder area to turn on. Yeah, just stretching your arms out. Lift your fingers up. Let's do a little finger stretch. Stretch your fingers wide. Relax your shoulders. And then point your fingers in towards the front and then up and then back. So just rotating. You can feel that full rotation all the way up to your shoulders. Yeah. Again, try to relax the shoulders. We're just giving that shoulder area a little stretch here. Good. And one more. Good. And relax. Relax. Bend the elbows. Bring your fingertips onto your shoulders. Yeah. Relax your elbows down. Relax. Give your shoulders a little massage after that work. Yeah. Good. And now, elbows down. Inhale, reach the elbows forward and up. Big breath in through the nose and exhale back and down. Good. Just opening up, rotating the shoulders, opening up our rib cage, our lungs. And one more in this direction. Good. And then reverse. Bring the elbows back and up and forward and down. And back and up and forward and down. Good. One more. And relax. Good. And shake it out. Wiggle out the head, wiggle out the body. Yeah. Good. All right, scooting forward a little bit in your chair, planting your feet on the floor. Planting. This is the time of year for planting. So plant those feet on the floor. Yeah, you always want to have, whenever you're sitting, your feet flat on the floor. Hands on your thighs. Let's do our cat-cow. On an inhale breath, lift the heart and look up. And as you exhale, just drop your head. Stretch your spine. Make this feel nice. Big breath in. As you breathe in, lift up. Slide your hands up to the top of your thighs. Reach your elbows back. Look up. And as you exhale, with a big exhale, just let it go, coming into your cat. And one more. Big breath in. Reach your elbows back. Look up. And exhale. Good. And then press into your feet and slowly bring your body back up. Release your arms down alongside your body. Good. We're going to float our arms up to a little bit away from our body. Good. And we're just going to start to nice and gently rock the body side to side. Good. If you've ever seen a helicopter take off, the blades are down like this. And then as it starts to spin faster, the blades start to go up. So let's do that just to where it's comfortable for you. So as you're rotating side to side, maybe you raise your arms up slowly, just to where it's comfortable, maybe a little higher than your shoulders. Yeah, not too, but you want to keep the arms straight out to either side of your body. And then slowly start to have them drop down a little bit. Yeah, good. And drop down a little bit more. You're breathing through this whole thing. Yeah, just massaging out your spine, rotating your spine a little bit. Yeah, and then relax. Good. And shake out your hands. It's nice and easy. Shake your hands. Good. And coming to a little forward fold here. So take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, slide your belly forward, lean the body, keep the spine straight, and just come forward. Good. If it's available to you, if you don't have any sinus infection or you high blood pressure uncontrolled, you can let the crown of your head drop down if that feels good on your body. Good. And hands can stay either on your thighs or they can slide down your shins, maybe onto your shoes, if that's comfortable for your body. Just take this to where it's comfortable for you. And breathe. Okay. Now on an inhale breath, press down into your feet, down into your hands. Slowly bring your body back up. Yeah, come out of your forward fold nice and slowly. Good. And shake it out. Good. We're going to glide our hands back. We're going to grab onto our chair. On an inhale breath, lift the heart and look up. Just come into a tiny little back bend here. And maybe just slowly, just a little bit, draw your elbows towards the back of your chair. So we're opening up our lungs, our whole front of the body. Yeah. And then awakening. We're awakening our body to this new season we call spring. And then relax and release the hands. Good. And wiggle out the shoulders a little bit, shake out the hands. And we'll make our way to standing, if you'd like. Yes. So either slide the heels back a little bit or one foot in front of the other. You're at the front of your chair. Good. Before you stand up, you're going to lean forward, just hinge forward. Be aware that you're going to keep your head, you don't want to lead with your head, right? You want to keep your head above your shoulders. We're going to be pressing down into our feet to stand up. Good. So as we're leaning forward, on your next big inhale breath, press down into your feet and slowly come to a stand. Good. And let's make our way to the back of our chair. Good. All right, and arrive. You can keep your chair there, slide it to the side, whatever you'd like. And so let's just start to move the body. And shake it, starting to wake up from winter, nice and slowly. Yeah. And you can maybe shake your hands up a little higher, maybe kick your feet. Just do whatever it is that feels good on your body. And maybe shake a little bit more. Maybe get a little bit more. Now we're waking up. We're starting to blossom. So maybe give it your 100%. Yeah, really shake everything. Blink your eyes. Move your shoulders. Wiggle your toes. It's like, okay, whoa, waking up after a long winter's nap. Good. And then come to our Tadasana. Good. And again, we're going to bring our hands this time into prayer position. Good. And let's just close our eyes. And again, take nice, slow breaths. Relaxing the belly, letting the heart lift. And exhale, relax the heart, draw the belly back. Again, creating this sense of calmness, cultivating. Yeah, because we need energy for this growth that we are about to encounter. So just practicing, moving and then resting. It's about balance this time of year, right? Work and rest. Yin and yang. Couple more breaths here. The heart rate slows. And on your next exhale breath, relax, release the hands down. You can keep your eyes closed. Find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Palms are forward, shoulders relax down, head just back slightly right above the shoulders. Lift the kneecaps up, tailbone down, and feel so grounded. Feel your feet grounding, rooting into the earth. We need to root down. The more the roots go down into the earth, the more as the trees or the flowers grow up, the roots get deeper. Yeah, it's a balance. And when you're feeling ready, you can gently open your eyes. Yes, such beautiful flowers we are. But it is amazing, again, even with nature, if you watch nature, nature is just in balance. You know, it balances itself out all the time, every day. Yeah. And so, yeah, shake it out. Good. So do animals, nature, everything else in nature. It's the human that doesn't do so good sometimes with the balance. But everything else in nature, it's automatically, they do what is needed for them, right? When they need to rest, they rest, right? Animals. When they need to forage, they forage, right? There's a balance. Okay, let's bring our legs a little bit wider apart. Should we have a clearing here for our side to side? Soften the knees. On an inhale breath, come to one side, exhale, pop. Inhale through nose, exhale the mouth. Ha. 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 Be aware of what side you're exhaling on. I'm giving you a hint of our next test. Ha. And come back to center. Good. Roll out the shoulders. And now we're going to exhale the opposite side. So inhaling and ha. Exhale out the opposite way. Ha. All about balance. The beauty of this practice is it's always about balance, right? Ha. Whatever we do on one side, we do on the other. Ha. 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 And one more. Ha. And slow it down. Good. And come back to center, bringing your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. All right. A nice tall spine. Get your mountain pose going. On an inhale breath, reach your arms out and up. And then interlace your hands above your head, flip your palms up. Press down, root into your feet to reach your palms up towards the sky. So take some time to get in the right alignment here. So relax your rib cage down, hips forward just a little bit, and tuck your tailbone down. Yeah. And again, relaxing that lower rib cage. Take a nice big breath in. Arms are right next to your ears. Yeah. So if you're seeing that they're a little forward, bend your elbows a little bit to try to get them in line with your ears. Yeah, as best as possible. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, reach up and lean over to the right. And you don't have to go very far. Make sure you keep your alignment. Yeah. And then press into your feet, slowly come back up, and exhale, reach up first, get long, and then lean over. Nice mindful practice. Inhale up, and exhale one more time, stretch up and lean over. Slide your hips over to the left as you lean to the right. And just to where it feels like a nice stretch. Tuck your belly in, that is going to protect your back. Inhale up, and exhale one more time over to the other side. Sliding your hips to the right as you lean to the left. And inhale up, and exhale, release your hands down. Flip your palms over and just land your hands onto your head. And if you can, close your eyes and relax your shoulders. And feel the feet grounding into the earth. You're so steady, you're so stable that no winds, nothing can blow you over, for you are grounded on the earth. And feel how nice that feels to just be grounded. We need that now more than ever. And then slowly open the eyes. Yeah. And then I could keep you there for like 5 minutes if you like. Unlace your fingers and relax your arms down slowly. It's hard for us to move slowly. You know, we've just been so conditioned, one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And with technology, this and that, and this and that, you know, slow it down. Notice how it makes you feel. A little story, my kids wanted me to sign up for the basketball, you know, whatever you call it, a betting thing, though we don't do money. And I had to download an app, and then I had to do that, and then ask me for the password, and I couldn't find the password. And all of a sudden I thought, this is creating stress, and I don't need this. So I'm out. And made that decision, because it was like, I could start to feel like, oh, this is frustrating. Like, how do I do this? And I didn't have to do that. It wasn't like it was critical. And so it was like, I don't want to do that anymore. Making decisions, constant conscious decisions of, I don't want to do that. So I'm just not going to do that. And especially as you get older, at our age, like many of us are retired, like we don't have to do almost anything on any given day, probably. So why do we still decide to keep ourselves stressed? Let's not do that. All right, so coming into wider legs and feet at 2 and 10 o'clock. Again, nice grounding pose here with our goddess pose. So take, again, a little time for alignment, right? So if you have this stance and you feel like I'm feeling pretty grounded, if you're feeling a little precarious, yeah, maybe scoot your heels forward a little bit, and you know, still that. Maybe you are too wide in your stance. So find a way to feel nice and grounded here. Good. Nice tall spine. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to drop your pelvic floor towards the ground. Keep your thighs moving back. Yeah. And halfway there or fully there. Again, if there's tweaky in your knees, you've gone too far, or maybe scoot your heels forward a little more to align your knees with your heels. Yeah, good. And then stretching the arms out again, stretch, stretch, stretch. Wake up that filter, our liver filter, and then bend the elbows. Good, reach the upper arms back, looking straight ahead. If it's available to you, lift the heart a little bit. Lift your gaze to where the ceiling meets the wall. Press your toes into the earth, your little roots, and find your breath. Yes. So again, opening up to new beginnings, welcoming them in, asking your higher energy, bring them in, show me how, show me what. Yeah. Because our true nature, we're born joyful, we're born happy, and we seem to lose that. And all we need to do is ask. So ask. Let all the blessings that you are deserving of rain down upon you in this moment. Another big breath. Exhale, relax into it. Yeah, if there's a little wobble, that's good. It means your muscles are working to steady you. And on your next exhale breath, now relax your arms down. Feels so nice to just open up, doesn't it? Yeah. Good. Press down into your feet, slowly straighten your knees. Good. We're going to lift our left toes up and bring them forward. We're going to lift our right toes up and bring them out to the side. Just going to do a nice stretchy triangle here. So again, making sure that you take some time for alignment. Yes, your right foot, your heel is in line with the middle of your back foot, your left foot. Knees are pretty straight. We're going to have a soft bend in this right knee. Good. And again, let's roll the shoulders. Make sure they're nice and relaxed. Yeah. And then we're going to fan out our arms again. Stretching your fingers to either side. Yeah. Find that balance. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to slide your right fingertips and slide your hips to the left as you're reaching to the right. Take a breath in and exhale. Release your hand onto your thigh. Lift your left arm out and up. Good. And take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you slide your right hand down a little bit more, not on your knee though. Yeah. And then you can either look up to the ceiling on an angle or keep your head forward. That feels better. And breathe. Find your breath. Opening. Stretching. Pressing down into the outside of the left foot as you reach the left arm up. And breathe. Okay. One more breath. And now on an inhale breath, reach your left fingertips up to lift your body back up. And exhale. Relax that left arm down. Relax. Good. And now we're going to lift our right toes up and bring them forward. Good. And then maybe we're going to heel toe or step your feet back to hip distance apart and just shake it out. Shake out any tension. Wiggle your feet. Wiggle your ankles. Yeah. Release that tension that might have built up in your glutes and your bigger muscles here, your thighs and hamstrings. Yeah. And your upper body. Just get loose. Let it go. When we release tension in our body, it creates space for new things, new thought processes, new health for our body. Yeah. So let's do our triangle on the other side. So find your wider stance. Good. And this time we're going to lift the left toes up and pivot them out and down. Good. And then play around with your stance so that you feel nice and grounded. Good. Soft bend in the left knee. And then slowly reach the arms out to a T. Stretch, stretch, stretch. One more time. Yes. Just really waking up that filtration system, our detoxification. Good. Take a nice big breath in here. And as you exhale, start to slide your hips to the right a little bit as you reach for the left ball. And then release that left hand onto your thigh. Reach the right arm out and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale. Maybe you slide the hand down a little more, maybe not, just not on your knee. And then gaze can remain forward as you breathe, or you can look up on an angle towards the ceiling. Find your breath. Feel that opening up in that right side. right ribs, right lung. Yeah. Ascending colon. And breathe, breathe, breathe. One more breath. Now, on an inhale breath, press into your feet. Reach your right fingertips up to bring the body back up. And then relax and release that arm out and down. Relax the shoulders. Good. Lift the left toes up, pivot them in. And again, you can either heel toe to work these inner thighs a little bit, or step your feet back to hip distance apart. Good. And shake it out. All right. Go it out. Bring your feet a little bit, tiny bit wider than hip distance apart. Bring your hands onto your waist. Soften your knees. And let's just do some circles here. Nice and easy. In one direction. And then reverse, other direction. And come back to center. Bringing your feet back to our hip distance apart. Good. All right. So just coming into a little chair pose here. We're going to bring our hands onto our thighs. Then this actually opens up our upper body as well as strengthens our lower body. And so take a big breath in, and as you exhale, send your hips back like you're sitting down in a chair. So reach your hips back, reach your hips back. You're almost on your heels now, but you want to gently press your toes into the earth. Good. And see if you can just lift your heart and look forward. There's also a back bend, right? So it's strengthening our lower legs, all those muscles in our legs. Yeah, it's lifting, it's opening the chest, and it's opening the front of the spine. Good. And it's starting our heart rate. Our heart rate is starting to increase to get blood flow to these big muscles in our legs. So much happening just in this little seated position. Good. And then press down into your feet and slowly bring your body back up. Nice and slow. Good. And just notice. Let's bring our hands onto our chest. See if you can find your heartbeat. Just feel the heart. Amazing, right? Always 24/7, sending oxygen and blood all throughout our body. What a gift that is. Yeah. Thank you, heart, for working for us. All from the time we were pretty much in utero to now. You've been moving and working. Yeah. And release your hands. All right, we're going to come to a little dance. You might need your chair handy here. Sort of a little balance pose, you know, it's a good time for balance. And the reason why they call it balance is when your body is off center, your brain is trying to balance everything always, right? And it has this cross, left side of the brain's working the right side of the brain's working the left. And so the brain is constantly wanting balance. Yeah. So we'll practice that. We'll give it a little practice with balance. Yeah. So easy. We're going to start with a high lunge. So we're going to send our right foot back. Again, for this, every time we're in a lunge like this, soften the left knee. You want to really make sure that that right heel's not caved in, right? That it's straight back. And that really helps to stretch this hip flexor. It's also good alignment for our knee. Yeah, good. All right, so if you have your chair hands, you can always have one hand on the chair on either side. Yeah, or in the front. Good. And now we're going to see if we can reach the right arm up and the left arm up, right? If that's not comfortable for you, just hold on to the chair with one hand. Yeah, with your right hand. Good. Take a nice big breath in Exhale it out. Just sink into, let the right heel sink a little closer to the earth. Good. Another breath in. And exhale it out. All right, on the third breath now, big breath in. As you exhale, drop your hands down and see if you can clasp your hands behind your hips. Yes, so shoulders back, heart lifted. Good. Take a nice big breath in and exhale it out. You've got this. Another breath in. And this time as you exhale, lean the body forward. Good. Now on an inhale breath, bring your right foot next to the left. And on an exhale breath, sit back into your chair and release your arms down. Good. Lift your heart. You can have your hands on your thighs, or option is to reach your arms forward and up. Look up slightly. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. Sit back into your chair, nice and easy. And take this to only where it feels like it's a challenge, but it's not uncomfortable. On your next exhale breath, bring your hands to your thighs. Bring your gaze down. Inhale, straighten the knees. Leave a little bit of a bend there. And exhale, just fall forward into a forward fold. So you can keep your hands on your thighs or your shins. You can hang your arms down. You can look at the floor. You can drop the crown of your head down. Yeah. Whatever is comfortable for you. And breathe and relax into the pose. Just let the breath, the exhale breath, let you melt. Good. The arms are hanging now. Bring them back to your legs and slowly start to walk your hands up your legs, pressing into your toes. Slowly, slowly starting to come up. Keep your head down until the shoulders are up. Once the shoulders are up, lift the head. Good. Reach your arms out nice and easily. Bring your hands into prayer position and bring them down to your heart. So beautiful. Yeah. And just give yourself a little shake, a little wiggle. Yeah. All right. And then we're going to go do that on the other side. Good. All right. So taking this right, the opposite leg now, the left, your left, and send it back. Again, you can be holding onto a chair. Make sure that you have that left heel straight back. Soft bend in the right knee. Good. Lift the heart. And again, if it's available to you, lift one arm up or both. That's a little bit too, yeah. You can widen your stance or you can hold. Yeah. Nice big breath in. Lift the heart. Look up slightly. Exhale. See if you can melt your left heel just a little closer to the floor. Big breaths here, working these big leg muscles. On your next exhale breath, let the arms float down. If it's available to you, clasp your hands easily behind your hips. Stretch your shoulders back gently. Good. Take a nice big breath in here. And as you exhale, just gently lean forward. Good. And on an inhale breath, bring your left foot next to your right. And exhale, send your hips back into your chair. Good. Lift the heart, release the hands. Good. You can either bring them on your thighs, or you can reach them forward and even up a little. And breathe, sitting back with each exhale breath. A little bit lower onto your chair. Good. And as you next exhale breath, release the hands down onto your thighs. Look down and towards the floor. Inhale, straighten the knees. Leave a little bend, and exhale, let the body drop forward into a gentle forward fold. You can hold on to your hands on your thighs, maybe your shins, maybe you let the arms hang if that feels okay on your back. Maybe you let the head drop if that feels okay on your head. And breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Melt into the pose. Good. If you have your hands dangling, bring them onto your thighs to ground, and then start to walk your hands up your thighs, pressing into your toes. Slowly come up, one vertebrae at a time. Once the shoulders are up, lift the head and gently reach the arms out, nice and easily, and up. And bring your hands to your heart. Pancake your hands, maybe the opposite hand on top. Close your eyes and feel your heartbeat. And then release your hands down. Feel free to open your eyes if you close them. Good. And we'll do one more little back bends. Back bends are so nice for this time of year. Yeah, so bringing your hands into just an easy standing camel pose. So if you can, bringing your palms onto your sacrum behind you. If that's feeling too much on your shoulders, just interlace your hands behind your hips. Good. And then soften the knees, little bend in the knees. Lift the heart, reach your elbows back, look up to where the ceiling meets the wall, and breathe. Again, opening up the whole front body. Deep breaths. Each time you exhale, maybe you just gently guide your hips a little more forward. Relax, bring the head back forward, straightening the knees a little bit, sliding your hands down your hips, down the back of your hips, and release the arms out. Good. And shake it out. Wiggle it out. Nice, beautiful opening, everyone, on this beautiful day. All right, let's make our way back to our chairs. And go ahead and just, plant yourself in front of your chair, see where you're going, and at your own pace, have a seat. Nice and elegantly. I like to send my hips back and pause for a minute, maybe grab the front of your chair, and then just gracefully land your hips onto your chair. Good. And let's bring our hips to the front of our chair here a little bit. And wiggle out the shoulders, wiggle out the legs. So we're gonna spend some time doing some, cleaning. We're all like raking the leaves and raking all the dead stuff out of the gardens. We're gonna do that with our hips. Yeah. So just our figure 4. So finding the back of your right knee. On an inhale breath, hug it in. Let's do a couple circles here. One direction. I know we do this almost every class. Just see if you can be a little more mindful of where you're going. Yeah. So crossing the right leg over the left. But you just normally do this, see, well, maybe do I do my ankle? No, that feels like a little too much. Do I do my shin? Again, if this is not for you, having your leg up, if you're hunched forward, outside of this right foot can lay on top of the left, and just let that right thigh drop down. Yeah, so find your legs. Good. Nice tall spine. Good. You're gonna lift the right toes up a little bit if your leg is up here. And now we're gonna begin with first reaching the arms forward and up. Lift the heart, look up. Yeah. And And this might be enough of an opening in that right hip for you. One more breath. As you exhale, bring your hand onto that leg. Good. Take a breath in again. Keep that nice tall spine. And as you exhale, slide your belly button forward, hinge forward. Yeah, even press down a little bit into your left toes for leverage, for rooting. Yeah. And then find deep breath here. Take a breath in, exhale. Maybe you fall a little bit further forward. Maybe you soften your gaze, relax your face. Maybe you close your eyes. Find your breath. So about 5 breaths here. Each time you exhale, see what you can soften. And open a little bit more. That right hip. Yes. Get all that dead leaves and grass and things out of your hip garden. Make space for the new growth. Yeah, ridding ourselves of all the negative, dead emotions, our anger, our fear, our frustration. It doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't change anything. It just makes us tired and stiff. So let it go. Just clean it out. Let the breath be your rake. Next inhale breath. Now let's come out. So press down into your left foot. Slowly unhinge. Bring your body straight back up slowly. Good. And then help to guide. We've been there just a little bit. So help to guide that leg up and off. Good. And relax. Feel that nice opening. Good. All right. And let's go to the other side for balance, right? We have 2 sides. There's 2 sides to every body. Hug it in, and then a couple rotations in one direction this way, and a couple direction this way. Good. And either crossing up top, maybe the side's different, maybe this hip's a little tighter or looser, or crossing with one foot on top of the other. Yeah. Lift the toes. Lift the heart. On an inhale breath, easily bring your arms forward and up. Lift the heart, look up. Bring your awareness to the left hip now. Take a nice big breath in. And then exhale, release the hands down onto your leg. Good. Take a breath in again. And exhale, start to hinge forward. Hinge forward. Slowly take yourself to where you feel that opening, you feel that stretch, but you can still breathe. Relax your head down. Soften or close your eyes. Breathe. 5 breaths. Big breath in. Yeah, imagine all that oxygen going to your left hip. And as you exhale, see if you can release and relax and open that left hip just a little more. You can have your hand guide your hip, your leg down a little bit, opening up a little more. With each exhale breath, also see what you can soften. Wiggle your fingers, let your shoulders relax. Let your upper body, just the weight of the upper body, guides a little more opening with each exhale breath. Just imagine all the tightness in that hip just loosening up. Just picture just taking your breath as a rake and removing all the debris, the dead debris in your hip, to allow for those new beginnings, those new openings, new opportunities happening. With each season, there's a new beginning. Yeah. All right. When you're feeling ready and complete, pressing down into that right foot now, slowly bring the body very slowly. You don't want to come out too fast. Back up. Yeah, good. And then help to guide that leg up and over. Good. Ha, and relax the legs. Good. Just wave them forward and back and forward. Good. And then coming to the center, again, releasing your arms down. Good. Gliding your hands back, grabbing onto your chair this time. Yeah. And like we did last time, but this time we're going to inhale, lift the heart. And as we exhale, we're just going to let the weight of the upper body drape forward. Relax the head. Yeah. Take a few breaths here. And slowly make your way back up. Good. Release the hands once you're up. Good. Scoot your hips to the back of your chair. And have one more little stretch here. Good. Relax your arms down. Good. Now you're going to press into your feet, root into your feet as you lift your shoulders up. Again, like they're growing up out of the earth. Yeah, stretch your spine long, stretch it long, and exhale, release it down. Good. And then bringing your hands now with palms down or up. You decide. Close your eyes and begin to get yourself ready for final relaxation here. Yeah. Shavasana. So once you have yourself settled, if you're laying down on the floor, your palms will automatically probably be up. You know, you can try palms down. If you're sitting, and again, experiment with, does it feel better today for me now for palms up or palms down? And good, you decide. And once there, take 3 long, slow, deep belly breaths. Breathing in, let your belly relax, let your heart rise. Breathing out, draw the belly back, heart relax. Nice slow breath. On your next exhale breath, now, just go ahead and release the breath. Coming into final relaxation. Let's bring a gentle little smile on the face. Take a breath in and feel the shoulders as you exhale, relax. Feel the arms relax. The hands and fingers. Feel your heart space soften. Feel your belly relax. Your legs. Hamstrings. Feet. And toes. Your whole body relaxed now. Whole body relaxed. Let go of all of your efforts. Let go of all that no longer serves your happiness. Just lovingly let it go. Relax. And bring your awareness now to how you feel. How does this make you feel? Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. Should you choose to slowly come back now into this space and time, take a breath in and let go. Begin to wiggle toes, fingers, slowly, gently waking yourself up, as this time of year does. Springtime, slowly waking everything up. Come to center. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra. Rest them onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in, relax the belly, lift the heart. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. We'll close practice today with this. When you are in a dark place, you sometimes tend to think you've been buried. Perhaps you've been planted, and now you can bloom. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself on this beautiful spring day. Have an amazing rest of your day, amazing weekend. Enjoy this time of year and cultivate calmness. Namaste.